Now, much has been speculated about the identity of MO1, the mysterious individual mentioned over 30 times in the US Department of Justice lawsuit against 1MDB. Today, Minister in the PM's department, Rahman Dahlan, broke the government's silence and confirmed to the BBC that MO1 is indeed PM Najib Razak. But that does not necessarily mean he's guilty.
While I agree that MO1 is the Prime Minister, but I want to ask again, whoever asking me this question, why is it that Department of Justice is not naming him directly?
Rahman argues the fact that the US authority did not reveal MO1's real name shows that the PM was not directly involved in the 1MDB saga.
So probably what they're trying to say is that they've referenced him in 36 times in that document for the purpose of clarity, rather than saying that whoever the MO1 is guilty by association or directly.
Malaysia has just confirmed its first case of Zika. This after a 58-year-old woman from Klang showed signs of a rash and fever after returning from Singapore. According to Health Minister Dr. S. Subramaniam, she was there to visit her daughter, who also experienced the same symptoms on the same day and eventually tested positive for Zika. This brings the total of Malaysians diagnosed with Zika in the Republic to 5. So far, Singapore has 115 confirmed cases. The virus is spread by the same Aedes mosquitoes responsible for spreading dengue, which is already a pandemic here. According to the World Bank, the epidemic will cost the world around $3.5 billion, with Latin America paying the heftiest price. This includes the cost of paying for extra medical personnel and drugs, loss of productivity, loss from death, and the impact of avoidance by tourists. Ranhill is selling a 60% stake in its subsidiary in China to Singapore's SIIC Environment for 167 million ringgit cash. The conglomerate says the sale of Ranhill Water Hong Kong's stake isn't just a divestment, it is also a formation of partnership that will enable the two firms to jointly pursue wastewater projects in China. It believes that this tie-up will give it access to a broader client base. Ranhill Water Hong Kong provides wastewater treatment services to industrial parks in Jiangxi, Anhui, Liaoning and Henan. It has a total design capacity reaching 260,000 tons a day. Sapura Kencana Petroleum has secured oil and gas support services contracts worth some 264 million ringgit. In a Bursa filing, the company said the 5 projects involve engineering and construction works via its fully owned Sapura Kencana TL offshores. Among the 5, 4 are local projects, including one from Petronas Cari Gali. This one will involve works such as pipeline, substructure and topside transportation in Bintulu, Sarawak. The 5th is in Vietnam for an offshore structure installation at the Sututrang field for PTSC Offshore Services Joint Stock Co. The new contracts are expected to boost the group's earnings in FY17. Balstead Holdings subsidiary MHS Aviation has served a notice of arbitration to Petronas Cari Gali over a breach of contract with claims in damages of 42.7 million ringgit. According to the contract, MHS was to provide 5 EC-225 helicopters for use in Petronas Cari Gali's oil and gas exploration and production operations. However, the company said the use of all 5 helicopters was suspended by Petronas Cari Gali following 2 forced landings in the North Sea in 2012 involving choppers that were unconnected to both parties. Balstead says MHS has made 8 claims, including the 42.7 million ringgit in damages, as well as a declaration that Petronas Cari Gali pays up the monthly standby rate during the period. The arbitration is expected to materially affect operational and financial position of MHS, but Balstead will be spared.